How many people here know someone touched by cancer?
Meet the first cancer survivor to climb Mount Everest with one lung.
I'm here to help. Well, how y'all doing today? This is something I've always said, folks. I've always said that hard work and determination and an unwillingness to compromise will take you all the way on the road to success. You cannot compromise. You cannot give it up. I'm going to show you a woman who is committed. I have a video of this woman who is committed to high heels. Yes. Yes. She was committed. What should she have done? Take them off. Slow. Oh, walk in the snow. Oh, get over in the snowbank and just do this here. Okay, let's go to the audience. It's time for Ask Steve. Where's Liliana? Liliana?
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
So last weekend, me and my girlfriends went out downtown, and we had a crazy wild night, so I ended up sleeping over. So the next morning when I went to go get my car, it wasn't there. It got towed. So my mom knows that I was studying all weekend, but I was really out partying with my friends. So I'm a broke college student. I can't afford all those crazy fees.
So your mother thought you were studying?
Yes.
But you were at a party?
Correct. And now the car is at the impound, and it's still there. It's still racking up them fees. It's over a few $100s.
It's over what?
A few $100s.
How long has it been down there?
It's probably close to a week now. So how do I tell my mom? Because like I can't tell her the truth, but she kind of needs to know.
Kind of. Whose car is it?
It's in my parents' name, so they have to get it.
God, dog, man. This one I don't like my kids right here. This one I can't stand my kids. Not you, lady. This is when I can't stand my damn kids. If you just told her when it happened, we'd probably be at $100.
Right.
You're at $300, and it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to tell her the truth.
Oh, I guess I should. I feel like that's a good idea.
Ta-da!
Can you call my mom for me and tell her?
Can I call your mom?
Please, yes.
Let me show you how this will go. Come here, give me a phone. You don't want me to call. Let me get her. Hello? What's your mama's name?
Anna.
Anna, what's happening? Hey, this is Steve. Steve Harvey. I ain't talking to her. I'm just showing you how this will go.
Okay.
This probably why you don't need me to call. Yeah, Steve. Steve Harvey.
Oh, I love you, Steve.
Yes, that's me. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, that is my voice. Yeah, what's your name, girl?
Lily.
Hey, your baby down here, Lily. Lily down here. Uh-huh, she at the Steve Harvey show? Yeah. She's dressed really nice. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, she's by herself. Yes, ma'am. Well, she's with another lady, too. The lady next to her. The other lady had to bring her down here. Because she ain't had no ride. No. She don't have the car you gave her no more. It got impounded. You remember last 2 weeks ago? It was 2 weeks ago?
Last week.
Last week she was studying. Up all night. Well, she wasn't studying. She went to a party with her girlfriend. They were drinking. They got high. It's down there. High as hell, I ain't lying to you. Woo, I'm talking about smashed. To where she couldn't drive and she spent the night, so then she woke up in a stranger's house and went back to get the car, and the whole damn car was gone. We found your cars down at the lot. Yeah, they impounded it. Yeah, it's been down there about a week now. About $350. Yes, ma'am. Okay, hold on. She said she gonna you up. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. You got to tell your mom today. You got to call her right away and tell her.
I'll take your advice.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
Where's Dawn? Where's Dawn? Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
Good.
So I'm a registered dietitian. I love food. But lately on social media, I've been seeing a lot of posts about people are promoting healthy things as in detoxes and raw kale and fruit cleanses, and then they're also posting double cheeseburgers and milkshakes. And I feel very compelled to say something as a dietitian, but I don't want to come off as a know-it-all, and I don't want to sound mean. How would you suggest I go about replying to their said posts?
You ever thought about minding your business?
But I want...
I'm sorry.
But I want them to eat healthy, Steve. I want them to eat healthy. I want them to live long lives and be happy. What do I do?
Well, you know, see, you said two things. You want them to live long lives and you want them to be happy.
They can have the cheeseburger occasionally,
Milkshake makes most people I know happy.
Me too.
You like cheeseburgers?
Of course.
You ever eat them?
Yeah. And then I balance it with a salad at lunch.
You balance it?
Yes, yes.
Huh?
Salad at lunch, cheeseburger at dinner.
No, you balance a cheeseburger with French fries. Salad. We'll be right back.
After the break, the fire in their bedroom has gone out.
We have moved in with my father-in-law.
So here we are in our bedroom. The living room is behind us, and my father's room is right there in front of us.
That right there is a buzzkill.
Can Steve help them fan the flames?
We got a sex therapist here ready to perform a sexorcism. A quick word of warning. We're about to dive into some racy stuff, so parents, you might want to get the kids out the room. Or you can let them stay and have to put them in therapy for the next... When the passion disappears from your relationship, it may be a sign of trouble ahead. My next guests are nearing their 4-year wedding anniversary and say that sex is long gone. They're worried that the passion may never come back. Please welcome Jasmine and her husband, Jamel. All right, so Jasmine, tell us a little bit about your relationship.
Well, Jamel and I met in 2004 in high school. We became best friends instantly. Shortly after that, about 7 years, I already knew I was in love with him. It kicked in later with him. 7 years later, we began dating. About a year and a half after that, we got married. Now, I have a 10-month-old. This romance in the sex department in our marriage has slowly dwindled.
Okay. How was the intimacy earlier in the relationship?
When we first got married, it was all day, every day, 4 times a day, every day.
We would do it like all the time. Like when I'm saying outside, at work, anytime that we wanted, like it was just nonstop, just,
yeah.
You know?
Jamel.
You know, I mean, you know, but we was always
Pretty busy, though.
always going at
Pretty
it.
active.
Yeah, it was hot.
Why do you think it is that you can't reignite the passion? What's happened?
Well, I got pregnant, and my entire pregnancy I was sick. So everything started to dwindle. And I honestly thought once we had our son, everything would get back to normal. But that never happened. Since we've had our son, we've gone anywhere between like 5 to 7 weeks without having sex at all.
Wait, whoa. Let me butt in on that one. It's not like I don't want to, because I want to. I love my wife. She's beautiful. And it's just 5 months ago, we had moved in with my father-in-law. And so that right there is a buzzkill. Like, you know, we did it to save money, but, you know, just the whole etiquette now that I have to have because it's her father's, you know. It's not like, you know, I don't want to, but it's a whole different thing. I don't think she understands that, though.
In some ways, I honestly don't think he finds me sexy anymore. So that's my big thing.
No, your daddy.
Yes. Yes.
Look, I'm a big believer that your living space can have a huge impact on setting the mood. That's why it's important, you know. That's why you gotta always let the woman fix the bedroom how she want it, fix the house how she want it, because it's a mood setter, you know. So before I could help Jasmine and Jamel, I asked them to film where they live in Jasmine's place. I haven't seen it. We'll be seeing it together for the first time, so let's take a look.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. This is Jasmine.
And I'm Jamel.
Welcome to the Blakely household. Come on in, check out the situation inside. We're currently sitting in our living room, and our bedroom is literally right there. And that chair right there, that's where my father likes to sit. It's great living with my father, but it does affect our romance. So here we are in our bedroom. The living room is behind us, and my father's room is right there in front of us.
It's kind of difficult when you got your father-in-law right next door and you're trying to be, you know, romantic.
Now, when my father goes to sleep, I'm okay with it.
But I'm not. If we can hear him in here, I know that he can hear us in here.
All right, I'm in my dad's room right now, and the only thing that separates my room from his room is this empty closet. Hey, honey. So here's our other problem. There's no romance with a 10-month-old sleeping in the bed, climbing all over you.
This is how our night is every night. I wish we had a crib, but it just won't fit.
Now you can see what obstacles we're dealing with, Steve.
Hopefully you can help us out.
See you in a few days.
You all share the bed with the baby?
Yes, I breastfeed, so co-sleeping is the easiest thing. Plus,
what?
co-sleeping is where we co-sleep in the bed with the baby.
Oh, they call it?
Yeah.
That's called co-sleep.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
I mean, but our room, it's 3 of us in a room, so you can't really fit a crib in the room with us.
But can you imagine trying to get romantic? And then I'm always used to looking at my wife and everything, but it's like I gotta close my eyes, and so I don't see my son. And because, you know, as soon as I see my son, it's over. You know?
Yeah, man.
It's over. Like,
yeah.
Like I can't even like do it the way I used to. Like look at her, and, you know.
Yeah.
I can imagine just staring at my son. He's like, Dada, and I'm like, you know. It's not for me, you know?
This guy, he has a valid point.
But I don't know what to do. I can't put him in the living room.
All right, before I tell you what I think, up next we got a certified sex therapist here, ready to perform a sexorcism. You don't want to miss this because it happens to a lot of people. Well, it only happens to them. And we'll be back to find out why right after this.
Don't go away. Steve brings in some help to get this couple's sex life back on track.
All
also have a sound machine in your dad's room so that he can't hear what's going on.
How many does he need?
I would say like 2 to 3.
Because, see, the younger you are, the more noise you make. I'm back with Jasmine and her husband, Jamel, who say that they're terrified that they'll never get the intimacy that they enjoyed before having their son. This was a tall order, so I called in my buddy, certified sex therapist, Dr. Tiffany Davis Henry, to help. Before the break now, we got to look at Jasmine and Jamel's living space. What's the first mood killer that you noticed?
Privacy. There is a significant lack of privacy. I mean, your dad's bedroom is right next door to yours.
Yes.
And while I appreciate, Jasmine, that you're okay having sex with your dad in the next room, I love and appreciate that Jamel is not trying to do that. He has a respect for you. He respects you. And he respects your dad, and he respects your dad's house enough to say, God, I don't want him hearing what I'm about to do to his daughter. Okay? So we have to let him, we have to continue to allow him to be him and understand that that respect is a thing that you want your man to have. Right? So one of the things I might suggest is getting a really, really good quality sound machine with white noise that's going to blanket out noise inside your bedroom, outside of your bedroom, and then also having a sound machine in your dad's room so that he can't hear what's going on.
What is this now?
This is a white noise machine, a sound machine.
White noise?
Absolutely. It works. It's amazing. It's going to help the baby sleep. It'll help you guys sleep. It's great. It silences out noise. We therapists use it all the time to cancel out noise in offices and things like that, where you can't hear from one wall to the next. It's great.
Wow. That's amazing.
This your first time hearing about it? Yeah, the brothers don't know what you're talking about. White noise.
Yes, it's white noise. You use it also for babies because it mimics the sound that the baby hears in the womb. So if they hear that, they're able to sleep better too. Everybody's gonna sleep better.
Oh, it's a machine.
Yes.
Well, how much a machine costs?
Oh, you can find a good white noise machine for maybe $15, $20. It's not that expensive at all.
Oh, that's what it costs.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Well, I'm out here now. Might as well ask. Do they have black noise?
I don't know. I know they have pink noise, blue noise. The white noise is the one that works for me. That's all I know. I'm sticking to that.
I got to get that. Okay, because that's better than what else. What else have you noticed?
Well, I think that the co-sleeping is a definite libido killer. It's also going to inhibit you guys from being able to get restful sleep as well. It's not safe for your baby, to be honest, and it keeps you from being able to sleep comfortably. You're worried about rolling over on your baby, you're worried about waking the baby up, so you can't really sleep very well. And if you don't sleep well, you're not going to be able to perform as well as you might want to as well. Okay.
I can agree to that.
Yeah.
Look, you all can fix this because you're in love with each other. But you got to get your sexy back. Did you have some homework for them to do?
I do have some homework. So first and foremost, I want you guys to cuddle every night before bed. And that doesn't necessarily mean just, you know, kind of hugging up, but I want you to touch each other, connect with each other, be next to each other in the bed every single night and make that a priority. Next, I want at least one night a week, if you can ask your dad, pretty please, if he wouldn't mind just kind of, you know what, taking a night out, whether it's going to get himself some dinner, going to a movie, hanging out with his boys. Listen, you guys.
This man ain't finna do all this.
Listen.
This man been working all his damn life. This man ain't finna leave his house. This boy is gonna get shot. He can't do that. What else you got for him? You can't ask this man leave his house?
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Your father black?
Yes.
He can't do that. We don't do that. We don't leave our house so our daughter can have sex.
This is not about them having sex per se.
we want to make sure that they remain connected and have intimate time, whatever that looks like for them. I'm not telling you you have to have sex, because I don't want it to be so rudimentary and scheduled that every Wednesday he's going to be out of the house and you have to do this, because then that's too much pressure. But you do need alone time to be able to connect with each other on a different level and not be scared about what's going to be heard or what's not going to be heard. And even if you have to enlist family members' help to maybe babysit or come over, so you guys can have time together. Because I would imagine if you're a stay-at-home mom and you're working as many hours as you are, you don't have time to just be in that house, the two of you, and connecting. Your dad loves you, and he loves you, I'm assuming, otherwise he wouldn't allow you to be up in his house. So I think that he will be fine with giving you guys the space to actually connect and build a better relationship for the two of you.
This boy gonna get shot. Listen, let me ask you another question. How many of these white boxes he need?
The white noise?
Yeah, how many of them do he
I would say like 2 to 3.
See, that's what I'm saying. Because, see, the younger you are, the more noise you make.
2 to 3.
Because he all off in the jungle sounds and everything.
Oh, man.
Y'all kids, quit listening to that jungle music.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Hey, listen, this is what we're going to do, because I think she has a very valid point, so you got to listen. All right, but here's what we're going to do. To help you out, to kickstart your sex life all over again, we're going to send you on a romantic weekend getaway to the Grand Geneva Resort and Spa in Lake Geneva. You're going to experience accommodations in their brand new upscale villa, and you're going to enjoy a couple's massage. All of that. Go on in there and get out. Have a nice time. And do not take the baby.
Deal.
Thanks, Jasmine and Jamel. Good luck. Special thanks to Dr. Tiffany. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. An inspiring story of survival and jaw-dropping determination.
The cancer could eat me away. The medicine could destroy my body, but the thing it couldn't touch was right here. So I visualized myself getting up Everest.
You climb with one look.
Twos.
All right, everybody, my next guest is proof that miracles do exist. After a rare cancer diagnosis, he was given only 14 days to live. Not only did he defy the odds and beat cancer, he then became the first cancer survivor to climb Mount Everest, doing it with only one lung. Wow. God. Wow. Please welcome Sean. Yeah, wow, man, I didn't know that. Sean, you've been staring at death in the eye not once but twice. Explain that.
Well, it's not exactly a view anybody wants to see. But when I was 13, I was diagnosed with advanced stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma, and the doctors told me I had 3 months to live. Swelled up about 70 pounds. About a year later, thanks to the miracle of modern medicine, family support, prayer, and just an inner will to get up out of the hospital bed, I walked out of the hospital a hairless, happy, bloated young man. But But that wasn't the end of the story. I was going in for a checkup for the first cancer, and in one day they found a tumor on an X-ray, did a needle biopsy, put in a Hickman catheter, took out a lymph node, cracked open my ribs, took out the tumor, put in a drainage tube, and started chemotherapy in less than 24 hours. This time around, I was diagnosed with a type of cancer that affects 3 out of 1 million people with a prognosis of 6%. So if you have 100 people with this cancer, 94 die. The chances of me surviving both Hodgkin's and Askins is equivalent to winning the lottery 4 times in a row with the same numbers.
Really?
Living, breathing, walking miracle.
Let me ask you this, man. What was going through your mind when they told you that you were going to die?
Oh. And I remember being in the hospital room. The doctor came in to get my mom and dad to tell them, what was going on. And I grabbed my little buddy, my IV pole, waddled over there, and, you know, kind of listened in. My mom cut right to the chase, and she was like, "Is it cancer again?" And the doctor said yes. And obviously that's all I needed to hear. I had it once before, waddled back to the hospital bed, put my face on the pillow, and just bawled my eyeballs out. You know, but I knew that the cancer was potentially going to kill me. I remember laying in the hospital bed, a man in the cloth came in and started reading me my last rites. And, you know, being a 16-year-old, I kind of looked at him jokingly and said, "Dude, I'm not dead yet. You know, wait a little bit." But the cancer could eat me away. The medicine could destroy my body, but the thing it couldn't touch was right here. So I visualized myself getting up Everest. And I pictured myself up there, and I literally smelled the ozone. I heard the crunching, the styrofoam crunching of the snow beneath my boots. I felt the wind howling by, you know, 100-mile-an-hour winds, and it was just amazing.
You climbed Mount Everest. What was that like with one lung, though?
I remember one of the most amazing moments of my life, getting up to the summit. I remember being like on the summit ridge, and it was probably it was like a knife ridge, so it was like maybe 5 feet wide. And on one side, it literally dropped off 2 miles into Tibet. And on the left side, it dropped off probably 1.5 miles into Nepal. But I remember getting up there, and I remember being on this knife ridge, and the sun was coming up to my right side. And the most amazing purple, pink, blue, yellow, reds of my entire life. And I looked a little bit closer, and I could actually see the curvature of the earth. And I was thinking it couldn't get any better than this until I looked off to my left side, and I kid you not, at eye level, straight out, were stars. And it hit me. I knew I was going to make it. Went up to the top of the world, and the first thing that went through my mind, I kid you not, was, you know, holy cow, I made it. But I started looking around, thinking to myself, I got to go back down.
Yes.
Climbing is a round-trip sport.
Right.
You know? So the whole time I was climbing, I actually had a flag that had names of people touched by cancer. And I'm curious, if you guys don't mind, how many people here know someone touched by cancer? Yeah. I took a flag up there. My hope. My inspiration. And left that flag on the top of the world.
How many names on that flag?
You know, I think we had a couple hundred names on that flag, but in April, I'm heading to the North Pole, and I'm collecting names for a bigger flag.
You're gonna go to the North Pole?
Yeah, I'm gonna go visit Santa Claus.
See, I was 8, I'd have went along with you on that one.
But the reason I'm doing that is because, you know, after Everest, I wanted to literally really push the limits. And after Everest, I climbed the highest mountain on every continent. It's called the 7 Summits. I completed the Hawaii Ironman, which is the world's most difficult race. It's a 2.5.
Yeah. I've watched that on TV before.
It's insane.
Hey, well, listen, if that's not enough, folks, Sean's also started a nonprofit to help others affected by cancer do extraordinary things. We're going to hear all about that next. Stay with us. We'll be right back. I'm back with Sean, who defied all the odds by becoming the first cancer survivor to summit Mount Everest. I've been talking with him on the break. He's done so many other crazy things, man. Anyway, since then, Sean's continued to climb the world's tallest peaks and share his incredible story to motivate and inspire others who've been touched by cancer. Sean, you also launched a nonprofit to help others affected by cancer. Tell us about it.
Well, it's called the Cancer Climber Association. My brother and I founded it back in 2001. And initially, we wanted to fund cancer research, but so many people are doing that. We wanted to do something here, something now. So every year, we give away an adventure support grant to someone to actually go over to Africa and go up Kilimanjaro. We do a 6-day hike and a 5-day safari through the Serengeti, and it's absolutely phenomenal. But if someone's a cancer survivor, we cover their costs. 100% cover their costs.
Wow. Sean's efforts have helped countless people, everybody. He doesn't know this. But we've got a man here who says that Sean motivated him to stay strong in the face of cancer. Pete, come on out. Hey, Pete, how you doing, man?
Thanks.
Yeah. A little something for you, man. Pete, tell everybody your story.
Oh, well, I'm also a two-time cancer survivor. I beat my first cancer. I found out about my first cancer just 2 months after the birth of my son. So I went from literally the highest of highs to the lowest of lows, as you can imagine. Beat my first cancer, some chemo and some radiation, about a year. Basically put it behind me. I didn't really think about it much. I had yearly scans for 5 years. After 5 years, they consider you in remission. So I had a little party, moved on with my life, never really thought about it again. 3 years later, so now 8 years after my original diagnosis, started having some nagging back pain. So I went to, funny part is instead of seeing my regular doctor, I went to my oncologist. I don't even know why, but he did a CAT scan. We found a baseball-sized tumor pushing between my heart and my spine. Next thing I know, they wanted to, give me some more chemo and do it all again.
Wow. Now, after the second diagnosis, you contemplated whether to fight. Why?
Well, going through it the first time, you don't know what to expect, so you just jump through all the hoops, take all the medicine, do all the surgeries, go through all that pain and suffering. The second time, you have that hindsight.
You know.
Yeah, I know as soon as they plug me into that IV, I'm going to start losing my hair. I'm going to be sick for at least the minimum of a year, and there's no guarantee it's going to work. So I'm literally sitting on my bed. I have my Metaport in. The IV is sitting next to me. They just haven't hooked me up yet. My mom's with me. She said she's going to go get a coffee. When she left the room, first thing went through my mind was, now's my chance. Like, I was thinking about bolting. I was literally having this thought in my head, and my phone rang, and it was a text message from a number I didn't know. And it said, hey, I hear you're about to go through a rough time. Check out this video. And it was a link to a 10-minute ESPN video that Sean sent me. And I'm watching this 13-year-old kid get diagnosed, and then a 16-year-old kid get diagnosed. And there was something he said in that video. He said, I beat it once. I know I didn't want to go through it again. And he talks about how he went and laid down, put his head in the pillow and cried. That's exactly how I was feeling at that moment. Exactly. Wow. And so to see a 16-year-old take it head on, I was 38 at the time. I was like, well, if this kid can do it, I got to at least try.
Wow. You got something to say to Sean. Go for it.
I just really appreciate you taking that 20 seconds. That's what it was. And I talk to people now, too, and I try and tell people the importance. He took 20 seconds to send me a message. Changed my life forever. And we can all do that. Yeah. We can all do that. Because of him, taking 20 seconds, there's no one I won't talk to or reach back to.
Really?
Yeah. I owe that to him. He did it for me. I'd be a fool not to do it for the next guy.
How did you know to send it to him? I'm missing that piece of the story.
May I?
Go for it.
I have a very good friend. Her name's Lori Parkinson. She was a nurse at I used to work at a hospital, ironically, before I was treated at that same hospital. And she was following Sean on Twitter and knew I was just getting ready to start. So she took 20 seconds again. She took 20 seconds to contact him. He took 20 seconds to contact me. Changed my life.
Wow. Wow. Pete's wife, Erica's in the audience. Erica, where's Erica?
Never met her.
Hi. There's something you want to tell Sean.
Well, hi. I've heard a lot about you in the last 5 years, so I'm really excited to have the chance to meet you. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking that time to give Pete the hope and inspiration he needed to fight and to get through it. So you've changed his life and our life. So thank you.
Can I go say hi?
Yeah. They never met. Oh, you've never met?
They never met.
Really nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thanks to both you guys. Great story, man. Sean, great job. Pete, love you, man. For more information on the Cancer Climber Association, go to SteveHarveyTV.com. We'll be right back, folks.
Coming up next, a fellow talk show host shares her incredible weight loss story.
This cleanse you did, it really does work. You look really, really fabulous.
Thank you.
My next guest is the beautiful and talented co-host of Chicago's daytime talk show, Windy City Live. A little over a month ago, she decided to take on a challenge to drop weight through a cleanse. Well, since then, she's down more than 20 pounds. Please welcome Val Warner. Hey, what's up, girl? How you feeling? What's going on with you? No, I'm gonna help. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, you got your little tight dress on.
Well, you know.
Have to make sure you can slide on up in that seat.
I know, and you know, I'm only 5'2½", so this is kind of high for me.
Yeah. So let's talk about this cleanse.
Let's talk about it.
You look okay. Watch out now. Yeah, I see you.
Listen.
What made you decide to do a cleanse?
Okay. So, Steve, I sit down for my job, mostly, you know, the talk show. So a lot of people see me from the waist up. And, you know, I kind of maintain it, and I hide it well. But I was dealing with, like, 10 to 20 extra pounds because I like to eat. I eat on the show. I eat with the kids. I like social eating. I love to exercise. So while I'm thinking, okay, I'm still exercising, I got on the scale. I'm like, ooh, okay, 5 pounds. That's not bad. I can manage it. Got on again, 10 pounds. And before you knew it, I was at a weight where I'm not going to disclose here, but I was not happy. I'm 5'2½". I should not have been weighing what I was weighing. So we had a guest on our show, Windy City Live, AD, who came on to talk about Dherbs, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together. He comes on the show, and I go, I did your detox before, about 2 years ago, because I heard you on the Steve Harvey morning show.
Yeah.
On my long drive into work, I would listen to your show, and Shirley was getting married, and she did it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and you did it before,
Yeah,
so I would hear you guys talking about it. So me and my sister and my brother-in-law ordered it. Well, my brother-in-law lost 30 pounds on it. I think because he's a man. Okay.
Yeah, I think men lose weight quicker, though.
They
that's
do.
A fact.
So my sister and I did it, and we lost maybe about 9 pounds or so, but I just don't remember it, like, working at that time for me. So fast forward all these years, AD comes on the show, and I go, I think I want to try this again. And he says, okay, you can do it. And he asked me what I wanted to lose. You know, he knew my body type, figured, okay, I can help you do this. And I go quick because I don't like anything long.
Yeah,
it takes forever to put it on, but you want it to come
and
off
it's
fast.
enjoyable putting it on.
It's fun.
This cleanse you did, it really does work. You look really, really fabulous.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say that.
Thank you.
So now, Val used a 20-day full-body cleanse from Dherbs.com to lose the weight. We got the CEO of the company here, AD Dolphin. AD, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Steve.
Good, good. AD, are Val's results, are they typical?
Absolutely, Steve. On the Dherbs Full Body Cleanse, you can definitely lose between 10 to 30 pounds within those 20 days. So that's definitely something achievable. But Val not only wanted to lose weight, but she also wanted to kind of tweak her body type in some degree. So I recommend that she do yoga. Yoga is really hot yoga, actually, because of the sweating that's going on, that's a cleansing experience within itself. And also the fact that you're going to elongate those muscles and change your shape. Another thing that me and her wrestled with was her weightlifting. I wanted her to stop lifting so heavy. Val was very, very gifted in the leg area. She has naturally strong.
You hear that, man?
I know.
Gifted.
That's another word. Brothers know how to use the word. Gifted.
Well, she has really, really strong legs. So I just told her, I said, hey, guess what? Let's go lightweight, lots of reps. Just trust me for the next 30 days, and I guarantee you I'll get you to the weight that you want to be. And she did it, and she looks absolutely amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank
you look absolutely
Thank you,
wonderful,
Steve.
Val. Thank you,
Thanks for
Val.
having me.
Thanks, Val. Up next, AD is going to be breaking down a typical day on the plan. How about that? We're going to just show you how it's done. AD will be right back. Stay with us.
Robinson Pete reveals her secrets to a long-lasting marriage.
A couple of hotel runs every now and then. In our house, we have too many kids and my mama in the backyard.
What y'all doing in there?
That one mother's response to tragedy changes another's life forever. Tomorrow.
My buddy, the CEO of Dherbs, AD Dolphin, and we've got time for just one more thing. Now, AD's been breaking down how you can be in the best shape of your life in less than a month.
That's right.
Stop fooling around, people. Let's do it. But it's not just about losing weight. AD, talk about the health benefits of being on Dherbs.
First of all, Steve, guess what? The cleanse is actually an amazing process. You're going to have 7 different formulas. All 7 formulas are geared to clean out your eliminative channel. Your eliminative channels are like your gallbladder, your heart, your liver, your colon, your spleen, your lungs, your kidneys, your adrenal glands, your blood, and your skin. It's going to flush out all those impurities out of your body and make sure your body functions at a very, very high level.
Right. So take us through a typical day of the eating program, what you eat on this program.
Okay, so first of all, on the full body cleanse, I always tell people that you can't eat the same foods that gave you the notion to cleanse during your cleanse, so you have to make a dietary change. The change that I always want people to make is a raw food diet. That means you only can eat fresh fruits, vegetables, raw nuts, and raw seeds throughout that 20-day process. Sometimes people think that that's extremely difficult. I always tell them, look, salad is considered raw. Smoothies are considered raw. Juicing is considered raw. We have a delicious raw food recipes on our website that you can do on the cleanse. And if you follow that to a T, eat what you're supposed to eat, take these capsules, it will absolutely 100% happen for you.
And remember, with any new diet or cleanse, be sure to check with your doctor first. Now, with over 3 million formulas sold in the last decade,